Hello, you are welcome to Dr. OJ Digital's Maths online tutorial. In this video, we shall be talking about arithmetic progression, AP. And the topics to be treated under this are the end term of an AP and the sum of end term of AP. But before we go into that, it will be relevant with this define the concept of arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression is obtained when you have an arithmetic sequence that have common difference as their constant, values. That is, in between or among the set of sequences, if there exists a common difference as the constant element between the consecutive terms, that particular sequence is in arithmetic progression. So a sequence is said to be in arithmetic progression if there exists a common difference as a constant element in between the terms or between the consecutive terms. So now, having said this, how do we now get, or how do we know that a sequence is in arithmetic progression? Like I've just mentioned now, let me give you an example. Suppose I have 2, 5, 7, sorry about this, 8, 11, and so on. Okay? Now, let's check this, whether it is arithmetic progression or not. Now, if it is arithmetic progression, there will be a common difference. Like I just said now, there will exist a common difference. And how do we know a common difference? That common difference must be constant in between the consecutive terms. So now between 2 and 5, 5 and 8, 8 and 11, let's find. To get the common difference between 5 and 2, just subtract 2 from 5. 5 minus 2 will be 3. Subtract 3 from 8. 8 minus 5 will be what? 3 as well. If you subtract 8 from 11, you also get 3. So the way you do this is you will subtract the preceding number from the succeeding one. Okay? Not the succeeding from the preceding. No. You subtract the one that comes first before the next one. Okay? Now, that is how to get. So the common difference in this particular, series or sequence rather is 3. Now, let's look at examples here. Let's look at examples here. The example 1. Example 1. Example 1 says that if A, B, and C, or let me write it in a way that C are in AP, then if they are all in AP, 2B is equals to, what is 2B? If they are all in AP, what is 2B? Okay, let's check. For them to be all in AP, for all of them to be in AP, it automatically means that, what does that mean? It means that there exists a common difference. So what's the common difference here now? Let's check. What's the common difference? Fine. The common difference, like I told you, is when you subtract the first one from the second one or the second from the third one. So let's do that. Let's check. So we have the common difference will be B minus A must be equals to C minus B. Okay? So collecting like terms here, you have B plus B is equals to C. When you take A to the other side, becomes plus A. So this one will be 2B is equals to C plus A. So that means our 2B is C plus A, which is the same thing as what? A plus C. So that's our 2B. So that is the answer to that. You can see how simple the question is. Okay? Let's look at another question, please. Let's look at another question. Let's look at another question. Still on end term of AP. Still on. If the end term of an AP is given by Tn is equals to 5 plus Tn, what is the common difference? What is the common difference? What is the common difference? Okay, let's check this. Let's check this. Now, we have solution. In this question, the end term of our AP is this, So Tn is equals to 5 plus 3n. That is what we are given as the nth term. Now, we are asked to find the common difference. And we observe closely that while finding the common difference, we subtract what? First term from the second term. This is this. Second term minus first term. Or say third term minus second term. I hope you get it now. That's how we usually get our common difference. So, but you have been told that this is an AP, so automatically there must exist a common difference. That's what you have to find. So in this case, what is our first term? When n is 1, that's what you have your first term. You have T1 is equals to 5 plus 3 times 1. This is what? 5 plus 3. And this is 8. So T1 is 8. So we have known T1 to be what? To be 8. Now, what is T2? Let us find T2. Let's write this one. T1 is 8. Now, T2, according to this, we have 5 plus 3 times 2. That is when n is now 2. Okay? When n is now 2. You know, this is the formula. When n is 1, we got 8. When n is now 2, this is what T2 will be 5 plus 3 times 2 is what? 6. And this is 11. So, T2 is 11. So, what is now the common difference? Like I told you, you will subtract first term from the second term. So, common difference D now is T2 minus T1, which is what? 11 minus 8. And that is what? That is 3. So, the answer to that is 3. You can see how simple that is as well. So, let's go to the third example. Yeah, let's go to the third example. This is example 3. Example 3. The third example is this. If the fifth term of an AP, is 18, and the ninth term is 34, okay, find the common difference. Find the common difference. Find the common difference. Find the common difference. Okay. Let's find the common difference of this particular term. All right. Okay. Now, how do we go about this? The fifth term is given. Let me quickly remind us one trick so that it will be faster for us to solve in the exam. You know, this is the nth term of AP is Tn is equals to A plus n minus 1 bracket D. This is the formula for calculating the nth term of AP. Nth term of AP. So, this is the formula we use to calculate nth term of AP. So, if I ask you to calculate 100 terms, the 100th term, that is the number that occupies the 100th position, is very simple. You don't need to stress yourself. 100 times is when n is 100. So, you just say that is 100, Tn 100 is equals to A plus 100 minus 1D. You know, n is 100. So, that what? A plus 99D. So, just subtract one value from 100 multiplied by D. That's all. So, if I ask to find 50th term, 58th term now, 58th term, that will be what? A plus 49D. If I ask to find 48th term, that will be A plus 47D. If I have to find 13th term, that will be what? A plus 12D. If I have to find 9th term, that will be what? A plus 8D. Just subtract, you know, one value from your n multiplied by D. So add 8 to it. That's all. So now, with that, having said that, for us to find fifth term, let's look at fifth terms now. Fifth term, that is when n is 5. T5 is equal to A plus 4D is the same thing as, what is it? It's 18. We have been given that the fifth term is 18. And the ninth term, that is what? A plus 8D. A plus 8D is what? 34. Okay? That's the ninth term. Now, find the common difference. So simple. We want to find D. Okay? Now, let's clean this so that quickly find the common difference. Let's clean this. Let's clean this. We want to find the common difference. Oh yeah, consider that we are now having two equations, equation 1 and 2. So we can subtract equation 2 from 1. You know, this has given us simultaneous equations which can be solved using elimination method or what? Or substitution method or other methods. But let's quickly use elimination here because it's faster. So let's subtract equation 2 from 1 or 1 from 2 as anyhow. But I want to subtract the one below from the one up. So I have what? A plus 4D is equals to 18. Then I will introduce minus by saying subtract 2 from A minus 8D equals to, that is minus A minus, because minus times plus is minus, equals to minus 34. This is equation 1, this is equation 2. With that statement that subtracts equation 2 from, let me write it here. Subtract, okay, I hope you can see, equation 2 from 1 gives, this is what it gives us. Okay, now, adding them together now, A minus A we cancel out, 4D minus 8D is minus 4D, then equals to 18 minus 34, that's minus 16. So now you can see that we have minus here, we have minus here, it will cross out. So D will now be what? D will be what? When you divide both sides by 4, 16 all over 4. So that is dividing both sides by 4. That will be D equals to 16 over this 4. So which is 4. So the common difference in this question is 4. That is that about that. So the common difference in this question is 4. Let's go to the next question quickly. The next question is find the 10th term. That's example 5, if I'm not mistaken. Find the 10th term. Find the 10th term of an AP. And that is what? 7, 11, 15, 19, and so on. Want to find the 10th term. Now, like I've told you, the 10th term will just be what? Using Tn equals to A plus n minus 1 bracket D. Using this, Tn equals to A plus n minus 1 bracket D. You don't have to stress yourself. The 10th term, when n is 10, that's it. We just be what? A plus 9D. Okay? We want to find the value of this sequence when, n is 10 and the value is A plus 9D. What is A? First term. That is 7 plus our A is always the first term. Now, 9 multiplied by, what is our D here? Our D will be 11 minus 7 or 15 minus 11 or 19 minus. Just once it is an AP, you don't need to waste your time. Once you subtract from here, it is only when you are not sure that it's an AP, then you now try to find other consecutive terms. So this is 4. So 4. So what? 7 plus 36, which is equal to 43. So the 10th term of this AP is 43. Because of our time and the decision not to make this video to be too voluminous, I would like to stop here and continue the sum of nth term of an AP in the next video. I hope I will see you there. Did you enjoy this video? If you enjoyed this video, please kindly give it a thumb up, share, comment, and like. God bless you.